I'm going to turn off the TV,
Oh.
please, and thank you. Cool. All right. It's 7:59. All right. Working on that. Cool. All right. Monique. We'll see what happens tonight. We got a lot of crazy freezing weather. Hey, there you are. Hey, Monique. Very good. All right. We got a friend request. I will find that. Man. We're looking for some of our friends to come on board. While we're doing that, we're gonna chat a couple things here. Looking for another new friend wants to come on board. We may get Monique on here. We just may get Monique. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, Monique. I'm gonna see if I can't bring you around just so we can chat with you. Hang on here. Let me get you an invite. Monique Van. All right. Looking forward to some crazy cold weather here. Like everybody else in the Midwest and things. Oh, there's Andrea. Hey, there's a sleepy pie. There's a sleepy pie. You're muted apparently. You're muted right there. Get you. And there
Okay, can you hear me now?
What? You work for Verizon?
No, that's a sticky subject with me, a really bad one.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I remember that.
Yeah,
Oh,
just found out they added $1,000 more to our bill too. So anyway,
no way.
Yeah,
no way.
Fix that, please. Yeah. So anyway, because of it's. But we're no longer with them, so thank goodness.
Okay. Oh, here comes a defending world champion.
Ooh.
Yep.
No, he's on Clotty.
Hello. Good evening. Hello. How are you all today?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Freezing.
Yes.
Very cold.
Is it very cold for y'all over there?
Oh, yes. It was like 14 for a high today. The wind was blowing, and I don't know what the wind chill was. We're supposed to have like 40 degree below wind chill tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So in other words, if you go into your freezer, only if you've been naked and you're wet will you have a grasp. I'm serious. It's gonna be. You know what happens is that when you go swimming in this kind of weather, you end up with you get 3 innies, if you get my drift. So it's like. Oh my God. No, so we're kind of cold up here in the Midwest. But Jaime, did your day go well? His day went well? Good.
Yes.
All right.
I feel good.
All right, good. And what's funny is I know Andrina was gonna get on, but she had the weather kind of a thing. She got pulled away for a class and stuff. So one of the things I just want everybody to know that this Thursday night event, we're want you to know that this is brought by the Feel Great system. So the Feel Great system is bringing you this 60 minutes of action-packed, trying to keep Andrea awake. She's turned into Dr. Kenny. She's got the 9 o'clock Eastern
Hey,
turned into a pumpkin.
I just told George tonight, I said, this weather, we got done eating. I said, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yep. Me and you both. I should already be in bed in my pajamas, but I'm not because of you
Well, you
guys.
can be in your pajamas.
Well, okay.
I mean, this is kind of from the neck up, isn't it? So
Yeah, I guess.
you don't know how many times this one. Secrets be told. You don't know how many times she's on when we do the Alzheimer's show on Sundays. You don't know how many times she's already in her pajamas.
Well, my
Bottoms anyway.
Yep. I don't blame her.
Ready to
I
head
don't
out and
blame her.
go.
Yep. That should probably be me, but I didn't. Well, I just got off the other call, and that was so good. So
Was that this biz opportunity call?
mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
that was Dr. Kenny and Emery.
Yes.
Perfect. And then you did the squirrel call, right?
I did. Yeah, missed you.
I know. I missed it too. Was that?
Yeah.
She did a call tonight.
What do you mean squirrel
Our
call?
team call.
Oh,
Our team Zoom. Yeah. So
'Cause I'm
it was all
never
about the squirrel. You missed
I'm never
it.
just what?
How often do we squirrel?
I'm never a squirrel.
I don't even want to know what he was saying, do I?
There you go. So here's the question. I've got a Jaime and I've got a James. Okay. For the first 5 points on the day, which of you was more skeptical?
Me.
Of the Feel Great system.
Me.
I came straight out and told her I didn't want to hear about it. I wasn't doing another supplement.
I had him on a lot.
So I took a firm stance and then I did what I was told.
Hey, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gladia.
Of course.
And Jaime, you brought it to the house, right?
Yes, I just tried it because Bobby shared it with me. He's like, okay, just try it.
Yeah,
So-
your Bobby is was your neighbor at the time, right?
Exact. Well, not at the time, but that's how I've known him, and I've been living over here. So this is how he just told me, hey, you need to try this. So I was like, I guess I'll try it, and I just said it doesn't work.
Okay. All right. So we'll give the Martins 5 points. I'll take it.
Yes.
The Martins are in the lead. All right.
First time ever. Probably last.
Okay. For 6 points. How many total pounds has your house lost?
Oh boy,
Like,
I've done 27. How
I've
about
done
you?
like 25.
25.
We have to have a calculator.
I gotta get a calculator out here. What are you talking
Or
about?
like 52.
52 for us, 52 pounds total.
Go ahead.
64 for us.
Oh, right.
Congratulations.
Good job.
61 pounds.
64.
Wow.
64.
I've lost
Congratulations.
38 pounds and he's
Wow.
lost 26.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Now, what did you notice? What did you notice in that weight loss? What did you notice? Just have a conversation. What did we notice when we lost that weight? Did you lose it like really fast? Who lost
me,
most? Who lost the
for-
most?
For me, it just fell off. It took her a little longer, but for me, I started losing it really quickly. And what I noticed was, obviously, if my clothes were bigger on me, and of course, I started improving as far as my energy levels and how I felt, and brain fog went away real quick. So those are still two of my favorite things, besides all the other, other things that came along after that.
Okay. All
Things
right.
that came along after that.
Sorry.
So, Jaime, what did you notice?
Well, I didn't notice anything until my wife noticed. So, like for real, I wasn't doing it correctly, and she's the one that's like, "Hey, wait a minute, you're losing weight," and like I am, and like I said, like I wasn't doing it correctly. I wasn't doing the fasting like the way I was supposed to. But once she joined me, that's when we both just started to drop the weight. Like
Okay.
quick.
So I guess
when-
I guess we'll give the Martins that round too.
Oh my gosh. They're rocking today.
Well, and George, you asked about how long it took. For me, and honestly, I got a little frustrated because I started it first. I brought it into the house and I said to him, I was on it for a few days and I'm like, you don't have a choice. You've got to start this. He's a widowmaker heart attack survivor at the age of 50. And we had no idea he was having a heart attack. His cholesterol was within the normal range. We weren't watching his triglycerides. And when I started learning about the triglycerides, the HDL ratio, I'm like, and once I did that for him, I'm like, you don't have a choice. Everything we've been doing and trying, all the supplements you've been on, the hundreds of dollars we've been spending, something's still missing. And so
And I felt bad too,
Yeah.
we were doing what we thought we were supposed to, and I did not feel good at all. I felt bad all the time.
yeah, it was tough. And so he starts on it. I'm on it a week earlier. He starts on it, and all of a sudden he's losing weight. And I'm like, his pants are getting to us. I'm like, what in the world? This is not fair. What's going on?
The men always
And
lose faster than women, though.
They do, and you're
Mhm.
right. But I didn't know that at the time. And so I'm using my Hume Bod Pod. I'm tracking it all. I mean, I've got everyday track because that's just who I was. And he's just over here having all these, now I was sleeping better. My energy was better. My focus was better. So those things. And then finally my clothes started shifting a little bit better. My face started changing. And, that fish picture just, and James even said, I didn't look at you like that. I didn't look at you like you had all that extra
Right.
inflammation. And then once it started coming off, it's been beautiful. I mean,
Well, here's a question I've got. Guys, think about this. This is the George Carlin and me wondering, because we always hear guys lose it faster. Guy, it comes off easier. What about the gain? What about the going up the scale? Are guys faster or slower?
I think we're faster.
I think girls I don't know.
No, because we can build more muscle.
Right, but we don't have the hormone deal.
right. We've got the hormones that are the up and the down, the estrogens and the progesterones. I mean, we've got all that going on. We've got, some of us are having babies. And George, in January of last year, I'm a mom of 5 kiddos. I weighed more in January of last year than I did when I delivered all 5 of my kids.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I was having joint issues. I had a foot injury that wouldn't heal. And literally this protocol was an answer to my prayer.
Sure.
I was, God, what am I going to do? We're doing everything we know to do and nothing's working. What do I do? And because I knew I was headed down a path, I had to do something, but I didn't know what because I thought I was covering my bases, but my bases weren't. And even as somebody in the health and wellness space, health coaching, functional nutrition, we were taught you eat every 2 to 3 hours. You eat 6 meals a day. You got to keep your metabolism going. You got to keep it going. That's what we were taught. That's what I was teaching. I didn't realize what I was doing to my body. And with
I
this
would
new
have passed your
understanding,
class that you were teaching then. I mean, I would have passed your classes. There was no every 2 hours for me. It was I'm awake and my mouth works. I can swallow. Bring it on.
yeah. But that's what we taught too. I mean, that's what's taught a lot. That's kind of the norm. And fear fat, fear protein, and it's like, yeah, and I hate that I taught that. Now that I know better, that's why we're on here doing this. That's why I'm not in bed right now. I'm, because it matters. We might just save a life.
Well, there's no doubt that looking back on it now, I was protein deficient. I wasn't getting nearly enough protein. I was trying to stay away from red meat and this and that and the other, according to the Heart Association and what they promote. I wasn't getting nearly the nutrition or the protein that I should have been getting.
Mm-hmm.
So he was ending up with injuries, a torn rotator cuff and all of this other stuff. And when you look into that, your body's not going to heal if you don't have that nutrient. So there's different trains of thoughts out there as far as health, nutrition, what you need, what you don't need. I just encourage you to do your research and see who's having the success.
And Claudia, you guys now wait a minute. Now we're just looking at the group that's on tonight's call. Hey Dazzy, hey Jenny, hey Jenny. Love you guys. Hey Michael. Hey, question is that here we've got really we're spanning several decades here. And Jaime and Claudia, I mean, you guys are builders, muscle builders, and gym rats and all that. I mean, good gravy. But like, do you guys have injuries? Did you have a history of injuries or anything like that?
Oh,
Yeah.
for real, I did.
Mm-hmm. Especially this guy right here.
My back, it always hurts all the time. My knees, my ankles, everything. I'm still very cautious of how I lift weights because I don't want to get hurt.
Right.
I don't want to break a a bone or something. I'm always very scared to do it, but I'm slower.
But how's it now?
So you guys, what we're learning from these is that we exercise properly.
We do.
Yes, because we don't get hurt.
Yep.
And you know what, George? That is so important because as we age, especially women, as we age, sometimes we try to do too much. We try to take on too much weight. When it's that strength training, that resistance training, and that's going to strengthen our bones. It's, like you went through sarcopenia, different things. So there's things that we can do that can help keep us from having those injuries as we age. Because we want to have muscle. We want to be strong.
All jokes aside, proper form and proper exercise is the best thing in the world for you. Improper form and especially lifting, can be devastating for you. That's why it's so important to do, have a trainer or know what you're supposed to do because, alignment with weights and how you're lifting means everything.
Yeah. So then what we really need to do is work on lifting the golf bag into the cart more. Maybe do 2 reps.
Well,
let's do 10. Do 10.
And look the benefits of you swinging more times than me
not
on a round.
yeah, that happens.
I love it.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, that's beautiful. We need to get to that story.
She doesn't lose many balls
No,
though.
I don't.
She really doesn't lose many balls because they're right.
They don't go that far.
It's right there.
That would be me. And I live on a golf course and I don't even golf. So there you go.
That's why we can walk when we golf. We can walk a lot because that's what we're gonna do anyway. Drag our little carts or whatever behind us. So yeah. But yeah, I mean but it's doing something, right? It's activity, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, learning all about metabolic health, and we've been doing strength training for years. I mean, we've done it all. We've done CrossFit, we've done, my goodness, yoga. I mean, you name it, whatever you put in front of us, we try. But you're very right when it comes to injuries, because especially with the muscles, because I've had those situations where I pull something, right? Because yes, you're right. You, as a woman, I want to go heavier, and I want to build that muscle, and that has always been a goal of myself. But we also have to be conscious of things like that. And that picture that you're showing there, where that was in May of 2025. That was at my daughter's graduation, pre-K graduation, I believe, at kindergarten, one of those.
What'd you
And
do with the other person?
huh?
What'd you guys do with the other people? Holy cannoli!
So all of that was, and George, I was working out. We were both working out 4 to 5 times a day, a week, literally. In that picture from May of 2025, we had a gym routine, and we would go and we would do at least 1 hour, because we always focus on class, right? We do 1 hour. We try not to overseed or overdo things, because then you stress the body too. We've learned that as well. Not good for you. But we had a whole routine, yet we were still stuck with inflammation. We still were stuck with pain. We were gaining weight, both of us. And I mean, I thought Jaime actually looked fit in that picture, because he actually, was not that heavy compared to before in past years. And I was just literally stuck and just trying to figure out what was going on with me in that picture, because, oh my goodness, I had suffered a pulmonary embolism a year before that. And that just threw me, off guard. And I had to rebuild myself and literally like balance everything, but yet nothing was working. And like I said, I had a whole gym routine. I tried to eat healthy, try to stay away as much as possible of things, but I still love food, but things weren't working, and it was just not making any sense. But who would have known that it was just one hormone that was throwing everything off, yet we couldn't figure out with doctors what was going on. Being put on medication that I really didn't need, because we were trying to figure out symptoms, right? And they put you in try everything, and I get it. And still no answers. But once I started focusing on that one hormone, insulin, oh my gosh, everything shifted. Like the inflammation, I did not realize I was so inflamed. Didn't realize how much inflammation I had. So, and even Jaime, like we didn't realize it until we really saw the change from May to July, because I started seeing changes, and I'm like, hey, what's going on with this guy? He's cutting grass. He
Yeah,
has
the
so much
lawnmower. He's starting to mow the lawn.
He does not. I mean, it's just like this guy
I
does
love it.
not cut grass. He doesn't. I'm like, hold on, there's something going on with you. Like, I mean, and just like, I mean, we're couples, and I'm like, this cross line, I'm like, is this guy trying to look good for somebody else or what? Like,
There you go. I mean, look at Mr. Chisel. I mean, come on.
but who would have known?
I mean,
And
your
that's-
britches look like they're gonna start sliding down there, buddy.
Yeah, I ain't got time to be looking good for somebody else. Too much work. I'm too tired.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that it was curiosity, like what's going on with you, what's happening to you, because he's like, try this tea, try this fiber, and I'm like, no, I don't drink tea, guys. I never liked tea. I didn't drink tea before. If you were to give me a soda, especially a Mexican Coke, oh my gosh, love those. Don't drink them anymore because I don't crave them. But yeah, I was like, this guy is changing in front of me. He's balancing his hormones. He's more active, even at home at nighttime. I mean,
There you go. I love it, love it, love it.
and I'm like, what's going on with this guy? But
All right, so here for 6 points. We got 6 points now. The Martins are ahead by 11-0.
Uh-oh. Come on, guys. Come on.
Don't worry, we never win anything.
But yeah, for 6 points, 6 points. How many bounces did you have today?
Balance. I did today. I only did one because I only did one meal. Oh my
3
gosh, they won.
and 4. They win. Oh my gosh. It's in jeopardy.
Claudia, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, because I've had a lot of conversations about this lately, you know, you
Mhm.
mentioned the hormone insulin,
Yes.
but you weren't a diabetic, right?
No, I was never diagnosed diabetic nor pre-diabetic. Never.
Right. Okay. But you were still struggling with the hormone insulin.
Oh yes.
And
I sure was.
yeah, and that's what we find a lot in people
Mm-hmm.
are, you know, we're not diabetic, we're not pre-diabetic, but we still have all of the symptoms of insulin resistance.
Yep.
And that's what I found too. And
Mhm.
very interesting, isn't it?
It is. It is. And that's it. I'm 37 now, and I would have never thought about being insulin resistant. If I would have heard that word back 7 months ago, at least 7 months ago, before even finding out about the protocol, I would have literally associated that immediately with being a person with
Diabetic.
diabetes, a diabetic. I would have never thought that you don't have to be diabetic. You don't have to be diabetic to have all these symptoms.
Through all my health issues and all my stays in the hospital with the heart and all the things I've had wrong with me, those words have never been spoken to me by a medical professional. I never heard the words insulin resistant. Never. It wasn't even a term I was familiar with.
Correct.
And Jaime, you too, right? Yeah.
Have you ever heard of them?
Nope.
Never.
I just knew about being fat. That's it.
See, and
That's all I knew. And diabetes.
Jaime has struggled for years with developing
Fatty
fatty
liver.
liver.
I've
Like
had
for years, he's had
fatty
that
liver
issue.
for a long time.
Mhm.
So
and
I
never.
don't drink. I don't smoke.
Okay. All right. So for 10 points,
Yep.
for 10 points, who had a tortilla today? Silence.
Right
Oh
here.
my
I
God.
have two.
Yay!
I had two.
All right. 10 points. There you go.
She should get
you-
20 points. She had
Finally, we
to.
get something.
What
I
did you
guess
have
I
with
paid
your
off to be
tortillas?
Hispanic. Gosh.
What did you have with your tortillas?
Say that again.
What did you have with your tortillas?
So we had
Cheese.
we had cheese but we had, oh my gosh, egg and chorizo. So we had egg and chorizo for dinner, with some melted cheese in there, mozzarella cheese. So they were quesadillas, that's what we call them. But and it was almond tortillas though. It was almond tortillas.
Keto approved.
But we still we still have tortillas.
Yeah. And you had a balance before that meal.
Of course.
Yes, we did. We had a balance because sometimes with that, I would normally never eat something with fiber. And this just drinking the fiber makes it a lot easier to make sure that I have that fiber intake. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And so you had an almond tortilla, huh?
Yeah. I should have done the Mexican tortilla though.
Huh.
Now talking about tortillas.
She makes a killer guacamole too.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
want a recipe.
So
Let me,
good.
her and Jaime. Let
Yeah.
me just tell you, it's you talk
So
about.
these are the ones we had.
Okay, got it. Oh, siete.
Yes, siete. We like
Got
these.
They taste pretty good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are pretty good. The kids eat them. Surprisingly, they do. They like them.
Cool.
Cool.
Now your chorizo, are you buying that from the local grocer? Or are you making your
we
own?
got it from the meat market, and they make it there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I found a grocery like that, and so I started buying it there as well.
Yeah, so we get to enjoy the foods that we still do. We just eat it in a smarter way, in a certain food order that, oh my gosh, I was just talking to our the guy that is fixing one of our townhomes, I was just talking to him about this. I'm like, we were never taught about food order and how having your fiber first helps so much to keep those glucose and insulin levels stable. I mean, I never had heard of that. I mean, I have really never had heard about, how much fiber itself helps your body and your gut. Never associated it together, like how they were linked.
Perfect. And so while this section of our show is being brought to you by Balance, the fiber that makes you feel good, what did you have for dinner this evening, Martins?
My wonderful wife made us a big pot of beef stew.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, we thought it would be really good with this cold weather and the storm coming in.
Cold weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. We don't have, you guys get all the points for that one. We don't have.
Yes,
Cold enough.
I'm giving us 20 points.
Speaking.
Well, how cold is it outside? For me, it's
For
cold. Right
us, I don't know if it's that cold yet. It's supposed to get pretty cold.
now.
No,
It's 61.
it's 61
Oh.
over here. And that's cold for us.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all are what?
Here.
Yeah, and y'all are at 10.
47. It says at the
Uh,
top.
We're at 47.
Yeah, we're 47 right now.
And how about
47.
y'all?
Hold on.
What you got, Ma?
Right now we're at 13.
Minus right now. Yeah, right now. Without and wind chill.
The wind chill is going to be like 14,
Right now it's
No.
-1.
like 40 below tomorrow.
Yeah, right now
Oh
the
my
wind chill
goodness.
is -1 outside.
Yeah.
Extremely
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, Steve. Exactly. We're getting down to the like. Yeah, we're getting down to the things. Things are going to disappear when it's this cold.
You don't stay outside very long. I think they've called off schools. They're going to do remote because buses, they don't run very well in cold weather either.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's that, and if the kids standing outside waiting.
I
get
saw
on a bus.
a little boy on my way to work. The bus was stopped in front of me. He must have been
80.
He must have been like 3 years old. He was so layered with clothes. The poor thing could hardly walk.
Well, like the kid from that Christmas Story with
Oh, yeah.
like he's all
Yeah.
puffed up and like that. All
That's
right.
one of the things I love about our tea right here. I've got mine hot.
Oh,
I
I drink.
love it hot.
I do too.
It's
I know.
so soothing to the body.
is.
I
Yeah.
love it hot.
Have you had have you done the low caffeinated yet?
That's about all I drink now.
He
Really?
really likes it.
Yeah, it's just a little better for me, my AFib,
It's a smoother. It's a smooth. To me, it seems like it's a little smoother.
I told everybody I think it tastes as good, if not better, than the original.
Yeah, I think it has like if we're going to talk about wine, wine tasting wine. You talk about the character and the flow and that. I think it's a little bit.
My granddaughter, who lives in Florida,
Oh.
said it was almost 80 today. Well, good for you, Desi.
We're jealous.
Yes, we are.
We're coming over, right?
I'm on the next plane.
That's all right.
Yes, we are. We're
We
coming
went
over.
south so we'd be warmer, but I think we brought the cold weather with us.
Well, I think it's going to really, it's going to be really cold in your area in Texas too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you guys have breakfast in the morning? Do you have breakfast in the morning?
No,
Anybody?
none of us.
Well, I did. I broke my fast at noon.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Do you
early
eat once or twice? Do you eat once or twice as a rule?
It all depends, but I ate
Depends.
twice today.
so we alternate
It
between
varies. Yeah.
and 2 meals. Our kids the same because we're eating more whole foods and we're eating more of the fiber and protein. We notice that in the mornings they're waking up not being hungry.
Yeah.
So for most days, our kids also fast. We don't make them fast. They just like, no, we're not hungry yet. I'm like, why am I going to feed them and force them to eat if their body is not asking for it?
Perfect.
So yeah. So instead they'll sip on their tea because they both do. I have a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they both drink their tea. I think both of them, they do only one tea a day. So my daughter will go between a half of it or the whole bottle of tea. But yeah, we've noticed a lot of changes in them too. I didn't realize, and I just made a post of this because I'm like, I didn't realize. It just hit me. My son, who has had gastrointestinal issues for a long time. We found out this when he was around 3 years old because he would always be constipated all the time, and we just didn't know why, right? Because back then he would eat a lot of vegetables. He's become more of a picky eater now, but we just didn't really know what it was. So apparently they did a procedure at the hospital, and they figured out that his intestine is a little longer than the average. So for him, it takes a lot more to travel, and before he has a bowel movement, which causes a lot of constipation for him. So for so long, he had been taking medication for this, Senna, in order to have a bowel movement every single day. Well, he hasn't taken Senna for the time that we've been doing this. And every day I realize, and I'm like, son, you're going every day to the restroom. He goes like, yeah, I go every day. Like nothing. And I'm like, you're going every day. He had always struggled. He would go every 3 days.
And
I'm like,
Jaime, you were the same way. You had an issue there coming out of the military too, didn't you?
Yes, those MREs. I call them mystery because MR, Mr. E. That's what I like to call them. They're a mystery,
that's
But
what's in there.
but it took me 20 some years to actually feel good. Not being full of poop.
Yep.
IBS.
Perfect.
IBS-C. That's what I had.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I've taken a lot of laxatives in my life, and some of them would make me feel sick, nauseous, and I got tired of it, and was like, I might as well just deal with pooping every 3 days.
Yeah. Struggling with rolling rocks, right?
Yeah, and bloody and everything.
Yeah.
It was really bad. But
Yeah.
Now I feel good.
every
Not
day.
every day. I get to drop a deuce, and
Yeah. Get the kids to the pool, right?
I don't feel full of it now.
Take the kids to the pool.
Exactly.
Claudia, I have a question. With your son, was he doing the fiber too, or just the tea?
He's doing the fiber. He does both. So
Both.
He does
he
both.
does.
Okay.
Yeah. And the fiber he only does one a day. Okay. But yeah, I mean,
That's
he's
awesome.
doing both. My daughter does too. My daughter though, she drinks a little bit of the fiber, not the 6 ounces. She'll drink about 2 ounces out of it.
Okay. Because a lot of kids struggle with that. And that's one of the things we love. This is a family friendly protocol that everybody can be on, whether you're pregnant, you're nursing, no matter what your age is. And I always tell people, I am drinking something, and we have saved so much money a month in our monthly grocery bill because of this. We were buying drinks. We
Yeah.
don't buy those anymore. I don't buy the hot chocolate because I've got this hot, and it's nourishing, it's nutrients, it's good food. So it makes a big difference.
We went out to a restaurant to eat, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks ago, and we always drink unsweet tea now, and they made a mistake and brought me a glass of sweet tea, and I took a drink of it, and it was all I could do not to spit it across the table. It was the most horrible tasting thing, and I loved sweet tea. I used to drink it by the gallons, and it tasted like something terribly went wrong, and that was such a wake-up call to me.
So here's a question. We know how, and you guys, Claudia, Jaime, you're doing great with your children, and it's them, it's their idea. they're sustaining themselves and wanting and requesting it. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
We don't make them.
We don't make
Yeah,
them.
it's not being. It's just they see how you guys and you're nicer, better parents. You may you're gentler, you're calmer. Perhaps I don't know.
She's nicer to me now, so she is nicer.
Well, when you're feeling sick, you feel frustrated, and I'm being transparent. I'm a school counselor, okay, and I work with so many children, and I've worked with so many children throughout the years. I mean, I'm a baby in education compared to others. I've been 12 years in education, and you see the mood swings when there's a sugar load. Okay, I saw it for so many years, and I continue to see it. How much stuff our children eat nowadays. Okay, just today when I was during lunch duty, I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh. Okay, that's all I can say. But the mood changes so much in a person when their gut is not healthy, when their overall health is not healthy. Because I personally felt so miserable. I felt so bloated all the time. And it just, it frustrates you. It doesn't make any sense. And it changes your mood. It totally does. And I was angry at the world. I was angry at myself. I was angry at everybody, at everything. And I see it every day with the kiddos, and going back to the stuff that our kids eat, how they start their day, because now my kids in the morning is like they don't start with what they used to. Excuse me. Orange juice. I was guilty of it. Waffles, syrup. I mean, you name it. And we have kids having this for breakfast every day, so they go to school sugar loaded. By 10 a.m., oh my gosh, they're crashing. Excuse me, they're crashing in the classroom because I dealt with it in the classroom with so many of them. They can't focus. Their mind is everywhere. And then at noon, they go back and have another sugar load of stuff, right? The food at school, processed food. And then they bring all the snacks with them. And they start with the snacks, okay? Because once again, who knows that you're supposed to start with fiber? And if we're not teaching our children that, they're not inheriting those habits. And that was a total shift for us at home.
Right.
Because like I said, we were guilty of it. I never knew to start with fiber. I just ate everything on my plate. I love rice, Mexican rice. I love it. And I would eat it, and then I would put potato in there, and I would load it up with more carbs in there. And the first thing I would touch in my plate was the rice. That was the first thing that would go into my mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what I learned. I inherited those habits.
Perfect. So I've got a question, Grandma, Grandpa. So like we got now, you guys get the opportunity to be with your grandchildren every week, day, almost, whatever. What's that like when where's the continuity with what you're doing and your lifestyle now, metabolically and food wise? How does that clash or collaborate with your grandchildren?
We're still working on that. That's a work in progress. That's why I wanted to know from Claudia just how her children was, doing that, And one of the things I think that we see, Claudia, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of times these kids have these issues and they just, and I think it's across the board, whether it's a kid, young adult, teenager, we don't know what to do with them. So we put them on medication. And the medication isn't addressing the sugar load that they're getting, and it's not addressing their bowels. So we keep stacking onto that problem and not fixing it.
Yeah, no,
and that's
I wish my dad was still here so I could say, I wasn't a problem child like you thought. I just had a bad diet.
yes, it is. And I see it more often than I wish I would. But yeah, it does happen. And just itself, how many times these kiddos are going and complaining, of their gut, their stomach, and end up in the nurse's office, and it happens a lot more. And another thing that I've noticed a lot too, and I know, a lot of our let me correct myself. I've noticed an increase, at least that I've noticed, right, from when I first started as in education, the increase of students who are diabetic, that are type 2. Okay. We also have some that are type 1, but they also develop type 2 diabetes. And
Along with the fatty liver.
along with the fatty liver. Yes. And, the number is just shocking. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I work in a middle school, and these kids are 12, 13 years old. But I also have worked in the elementary, and I've seen and have had before students, and I used to teach first grade, kinder. Okay, so we're talking about 5, 6-year-olds who are type 2 diabetic. I mean, we have somebody in the family who 5-year-old type 2. And it breaks my heart, because it's what we're feeding our children. It's the food that we also have nowadays. It's not the same as it used to be back in the days, 100 years ago. We just have so much access to processed food, to fast food. I mean, like I said, I was guilty of it. We live in a fast-paced world that we're so busy that sometimes it's just a lot easier just to grab something on the go and let's go. But that's what we see nowadays. I mean, they're younger and younger kiddos are dealing with these type of diseases that at some point we thought it was chronic diseases that you get because you're old in age, right? But even like that, it's not because you're old. It's just that you've dealt with.
Not because we're old. Yay! This segment of the Feel Great Squares show is brought to you by Unamate, the tea that refreshes, the tea that satisfies, the greatest little crutch you can have, clinically shown and patented. Try it today. Get a hold of Andrea and James. Get a hold of Jaime and Claudia. Or get a hold of Cheryl and I if you'd like to learn more. Let's go on to the next section of the show. So the next question for 5 points is, what are you doing this weekend different than you did last week?
We're gonna go see Dr. Kenny, Dr. Bobby. They're gonna have a workshop down there in Harlingen, Texas.
Yeah, so anyone that is on right now, you're more than welcome. If you live in the valley, that's what we call it, Harlingen, Texas. If you have somebody living there, you're all more than welcome. Come and learn something about metabolic health, things that you can learn for yourself. Share that information with someone that may be dealing with a chronic disease and want to know what you are looking for, because a lot of times we don't know what we're looking for. But yeah, I mean, it's open to anybody that wants to learn a little bit more of how to better their health.
And they can ask Dr. Kenny and Dr. Bobby. They're very, very knowledgeable in this.
But that's our weekend. That's what we're doing this weekend. And the
James
cold.
and Andrea, what do you guys got?
We're staying
Pretty
in.
event-free weekend. We're supposed to get a lot of ice, so we don't have any plans.
Ding,
to
ding,
get
ding.
out.
All right. So Claudia and Jaime, you are now tied.
You guys caught up. You did great.
Wait a minute.
You're
We're going
amazing.
skydiving right after we zip line across.
You won't catch me doing that.
I've got the score right here.
Okay.
And I've got a 5-year-old grandson and an 8-year-old granddaughter that are wrestling this weekend. So
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful.
the 5, it's his first. He's a boy, and it's his real first tournament. He wants his grandpa George to be there.
We have
Yeah.
a basketball game, but it'll probably get canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're gonna be flopping around on the mat, and Lagatha I think she got second last year at nationals, but now she's a year older, and a year old, they'll put you in another weight, that kind of thing. So you get to be great, and then you get to be the bottom again. So she's at the bottom of the great side of it. But that's how you learn, right? Right.
Right.
And luckily, we don't have to chop wood anymore. We're back in the day. Remember when we had to go out and barefoot up the hill? No more.
Now, my dad will tell you that story. He walked
Yeah.
2 miles to school, and yep, I hear it.
Up and downhill.
Both
Up
ways.
and he did, and he
Uphill
did.
both ways.
Yep.
Well,
on farm, yep.
When my sister and I were kids, we had like 10 blocks to walk to school.
Oh wow.
Rainy, we had to go.
Yeah,
Didn't matter.
I had a whole half a block to walk, but we came home for lunch.
Oh yeah, we did too.
We came home for lunch. My mom, and I'm the oldest of 10, so mom never knew how many, other than us that were coming home, how many of our friends would be coming home for lunch at the same time. Because the kids, you could get off campus, you just walk, So then let's go to Villiers and have lunch. What are you guys having? No idea, but there you go.
That's awesome. As a
So
mom,
these
you
are-
always want the kids at your house, right?
Exactly, absolutely. So here's the question, Clyde and Jaime, what would you tell a couple that's looking or considering? What kind of discussions, other than you're going to get on it, like Andrea did to James? What kind of actual conversations did we have, or was it I'm going to catch up with you, Jaime? What was that like?
Well, I mean, I told her to try it, but of course she's not gonna listen to me. So I would just every once in a while. I mean, if you want to, you could try it. But I guess once she saw the changes in me that I didn't see, she's like, "Hey, wait a minute," and basically she called Bobby, talked to him, and said, "Hey, what is this stuff?" And
What are you doing to my husband?
I guess she saw the fountain of youth here. I don't know what.
And let him look younger than me.
Yeah, she was not happy that supposedly I was looking better than her, and me cutting the grass, and we're having more talks at night, and
And the flagpole was up in the morning, and
exactly. I feel like
exactly.
a kid again. Well, a teenage kid.
There you go. Perfect. I love it. So,
Oh.
Andrea, well, the thing with you, your skepticism, correct me if I'm wrong, you were the skeptic because you already had been programmed in a whole nother, you were programmed for metabolic health and change, but you were really a skeptic, weren't you? James didn't have a choice. He just didn't want to play anymore. But it was so you had to be the skeptic, right?
Well, I think we both were. I mean, I was skeptical. And I said, okay, I saw it online just like this, but I was also desperate. I was looking for something because I knew I felt horrible. And I thought, what do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose. I'm going to give it a try. Saw that it had a 90-day money back guarantee, saw the research, and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing all of these pictures of these people changing. And so I said yes, but I was skeptical. I wasn't really sure even what to expect. I didn't know. And then when all of these things started changing and then my vision being 20/20, when I failed my driver's test, when I had to get a new license, and I'm like, that's crazy. My foot healing, just a number of different things. But it was so well worth it. But I think he was skeptical too. But once I started it, he didn't have a choice. The education that we get is
What did you
unbelievable.
see in me that was there something you? Never mind. Was there something you possibly saw in me with the protocol? Not anything else, but something that you decided you wanted to try it or get on it. I was just so amazing you didn't care. Or?
Well,
Inquiry.
Put some thought into this.
You better watch out, George. Go ahead, Cheryl. Tell us. Give us the insight.
well, I just saw how he got his diabetes under control. And then, his brain fog. And most people that know me know I had an identical twin sister that passed when she was 61 years old of early onset Alzheimer's. And I thought, well, if this can help me, I'm going to do it. And I didn't want to lose weight because I don't need to lose weight. I've always learned how to control my diet, just self-control basically, because I've been heavier at times. And so I thought, I'm going to go on it just because I want to be more healthy to begin with. And if it can help with the Alzheimer's, that's great. So,
See, I don't influence anybody.
I'm telling the truth.
I know you are. And she's the reason I actually went and got the blood work done then in the first place.
No, but so I had a hysterectomy, excuse me, in 2016. It wasn't cancer or anything. It was just preventable because my Pap test had not been looking good for quite a while. So I had the Pap test. I started on this last year, probably in March or April.
Yeah.
And I'd had to have a Pap test every 6 months since my hysterectomy, 2016. So I started last April, and I had a Pap test last July, and it turned out good. And then so I just had another one 2 weeks ago, and I was so excited to get the results from this. And the doctor, when I left, she said, do you want us to call you or just, send you a letter? I said, well, I really want you to call me because I can find out faster that way. So I get a call yesterday. They couldn't, my Pap test was not readable. So I have to go in Monday and have another one. I was so excited when I saw this phone call. So I'm having another one on Monday. So,
well, we're trusting that it's all good. It's not readable because they didn't find it,
Right,
It's
yeah.
all good.
Yep. So.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So I got to. All right. Oh yes. Okay. So this last section is brought to you by Stronghold. What do you like about Stronghold? Who's using Stronghold? Anybody using Stronghold other than me?
We both use it.
Okay. All right. You get
Kind of hit
10
and miss
points.
with me.
You do or not? You do.
That's kind of hit and miss. That's sometimes I do some, but I don't do it daily.
Okay. So the winner of this week's Feel Great Squares by Stronghold and decision is defending champions Claudia and Honey.
Oh my
Yeah, I got them all right here, just so you guys know.
That's awesome. We have really liked the signal James has. That has been a daily.
I do it every day.
The signal.
You like
is
the signal
Now, what is that for?
for the instead of
Hydration.
salt? Instead of
Oh,
the salt.
instead of the salt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It really
Yeah,
is
it's
good.
electrolytes.
Gatorade.
Electric.
It really is. It's really good. I like it.
So what
I think
changes
it-
have you seen with it, James? Now that you
I
take it
think-
daily,
Well, I'm sorry, what?
how has it helped you that you've taken it daily? Like, what changes have you seen?
Well, I am affected with AFib, and
Okay.
I think that I don't experience it as much if I'm taking in the strong signal, because electrolytes, magnesium, that type of thing tends to help with AFib, and I see a difference in it, taking it.
That's
You
all.
see a difference too in your energy when you're, if you're out doing something or something like that. I know you've said that too.
Oh yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know what's from the tea, what's from the signal, but all in all, I'm seeing great success with them.
That's awesome.
And Jaime and Claudia with the Stronghold, are you using that after your workouts, or where are you putting that in the day?
During the workout, I do.
Before, during, after.
Mhm. So
I just drink it.
we mix it. We both do. We mix our Stronghold and the Signal.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
So we get the benefits from both of them. But yeah, like he said, we do it before, during, and after the workout. We'll prepare it and we're drinking it and that during that time.
And Steve, what Stronghold is, it helps to preserve muscle and help grow muscle. And as we're getting older, and Steve, you're younger than me, but the thing is that we start losing muscles, men and women, and it's even the large people, the obese people suffer from sarcopenia, obesity, sarcopenia. They're losing muscle underneath all of that other going on. So even there it helps. And then when you bring in electrolytes and combine those two, then it works. Then it brings that into play. Yes, Steve, almost 66. You're a pup. But yes, he says I'm showing my age. Yeah, he's 66. Oh.
I'm almost 47.
And see, look at you almost pretending you're 50.
Well, I'll pretend I'm 40.
Guys, I appreciate you being on. We're gonna leave Claudia and Jaime as defending champions.
Congratulations.
And actually, I think we're gonna just have to note that it was an overtime win.
Okay.
And James and Andrew, I'm glad you came on. Thank you for coming on. I mean, I'm excited that you're here. And it's wonderful. So good night.
This has been really fun. Thank you for having us, George. And guys, this is what our community is like. Right. So if you're looking for a community to get involved in, and these people, we've got to spend time with both of them. And George, thank you for hosting. You did an amazing job. You and Cheryl, you're a light. I mean, you guys are what it means to age well. Take your health back. I mean, you did that. And Claudia and Jaime, oh my goodness, just looking at everything you guys have been through too. What an inspiration for somebody else to say, hey, what if it could work for me? And guys, we're more alike than we are different. It will work. Just give it, no matter what age you are.
And I love the fact that you are making it a family affair. You've got the kids involved in it. You're all doing the necessary steps to be healthy.
That's the best part of it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So thank you, George.
Planning,
guys. Yep. Thanks for being on. And join the community. Feel free to join the community. Reach out with Clyde and Jaime. Get down to Harlingen. And you will literally have your socks blown off. You will walk out with more information than you ever thought you could possibly learn. And you guys stay warm up north. That's us. You guys down there just enjoy your 60 degrees or whatever the heck it is.
60 degrees.
Yeah, we're cold.
We're cold with 60 degrees.
My clothes cool down because of this.
Good night, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.